be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In motion goes the tight end. On second down, Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow will throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11. 12. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Well, this is caught by Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more on that one and another first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They run again on first down. Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On gain of 6. That's another Falcons first down. First down 10 at the 15-yard line.
11 empty. 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Williams to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Option play. Here's Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play. Didn't know, trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Burrow swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook from 4 yards out. And the Falcons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On one, ready?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11. Here we go.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
11.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They haven't made much of this Raiders great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. They gotta go, gotta go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Complete to Christian Watson. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Set at the line for this next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
White.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta.
James Cook.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff, Henry.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
He'll get it inside the 20. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Henry up the middle. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Falcons! Noah Fant with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down carry for Henry.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd down and 3. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 40.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super